Welcome to Comply on the Fly with M3 and Karen B, your trusted resource for quick, reliable insights into employee benefits compliance. Each episode delivers clear answers to common compliance questions. Whether you're tuning in for the first time or you're a seasoned listener, we're here every other week to make navigating compliance a little easier. Please note this podcast and the contents herein do not constitute legal advice. In all cases, employers should consult with their own legal counsel. Let's dive in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen B. And the Comply on the Fly topic for today is 2025 PCORI fees. What are they and how do I pay them? The PCORI fee has been around for a while now, since 2012 to be exact, and it will be around until 2029. PCORI, or PCORI, stands for Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Institute, and fees to fund this institute apply to fully insured and self-insured group health plans. The fees are paid annually and are due by July 31st every year, so it's a perfect time to discuss how the fees apply and where to pay them. First of all, if you only sponsor a fully insured plan without an HRA or health reimbursement arrangement, you will not need to proactively pay these fees, and the fully insured carrier pays them on your behalf. However, if you have a self-funded plan, including an HRA that is integrated with a fully insured plan, you will need to pay the fees directly to the IRS. Employers that have an HRA integrated with a self-funded medical plan do not have to pay separate fees for both self-funded plans. If you have some other type of plan, such as a level-funded plan, it would be a really good idea to check with the carrier or administrator to check if they are paying the fees on your behalf or if you will have to submit them directly. Second, what are the fees? Well, the fees are based on the specific plan year for your health plan, and the applicable amounts change each October 1st. This year, for plan years that end in the months between January 1 and September 30 of 2024, the applicable fee is $3.22 per covered life under the plan. For plan years that ended between October 1st, 2024 and December 31st of 2024, the applicable fee is $3.47 per covered life. For instance, a calendar year plan of January 1, 2024 to December 31 of 2024 would owe $3.47 per covered life on the plan during that plan year. If you need to see a visual of plan years and corresponding fees, visit m3ins.com and type in PCORI to find our article and chart. Third, how do you determine the number of covered lives under the plan if you are required to pay the PCORI fee? Well, there are different methods for determining the number of covered lives. The actual count method, which requires you to count the number of covered lives each day of the plan year and divide by the number of days. The snapshot method, where you add the total of covered lives on a date during the first, second, or third month of each quarter of the plan year and divide by 4. All dates used must fall within the same plan year. There is also a snapshot factor method. In the case of self-only and other than self-only coverage, you would determine the sum of the number of participants with self-only coverage plus the number of participants with other than self-only coverage multiplied by 2.35. The Form 5500 method is the final method you can use, and you would have to use the counts from the 5500 filing for the year and add the number of participants at the beginning of the plan year to the number of participants at the end of the plan year for the total number of covered lives. Once you have determined the number of covered lives for the plan year, you will enter that number on Form 720, which is a form issued by the IRS. It is a quarterly excise tax return document. If you file quarterly excise taxes, this will just be a part of your second quarter filing. If PCORI fees are the only item for you on Form 720, you will just fill out that section and file for the second quarter. The section is Part 2, line 133, under Applicable Self-Insured Plans. You will fill in the number of covered lives and multiply by the corresponding per covered life fee. Remember, for this year, it is either $3.22 or $3.47, depending on your plan year. The current Form 720, as of May 28th, 2025, does not have the correct amounts listed. We will let you know when they provide an updated form. That is your Comply on the Fly topic of the day. Thanks for tuning in.
For more employee benefits compliance insights from Karen B. and her team, please visit m3ins.com.